hello everybody. Welcome to our next episode of Mysteries of Vyatrx. I hope everybody had a wonderful week and is doing fantastic. We're going to bring in our players here in just a second. I do need to do one quick correction for us. I did make a small snafu last week when I was looking over my notes. We are in the season of summer, not the season of spring. Just a small little thing, but it does make a difference with the calendar. So, alrighty, and let's see if I can do this correctly this week and bring people in. All right, let's try. Everybody say hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
We have a small issue, but that should be fixed. Try it one more time for me, please.
Hello.
Hello.
No second
Hello.
echo. Beautiful. I had my computer screen up and going, and so it was pulling audio from there too. Not a good idea to do that. So everybody have a good week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice week.
Not too bad.
that's wonderful. Okay.
A perfect, healthy week. No injuries or.
Yeah, can say I made it through the week unscathed,
Same here.
without any major trauma, to my
Did
joint,
not,
ligaments,
yeah.
bones.
Did not fall. Did not break anything. Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Fantastic.
externally, anyway.
Oh.
Yes, I'm
Mentally,
free
some of us are a little bit, hurting. It was holiday weekend. Restaurant, so much fun.
That's true.
It was
Ooh,
a
yeah, the
blast.
Easter rush.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking
come
of
on.
which, Peeps are half off after Easter.
Ooh, that's good information to have.
It's fun.
Yeah. That is a good thing. All right. Well, first things first. Let's cover a couple of announcements. So this week, today, in fact, launching on our podcast for Red Dirt RPG, Red Dirt D&D had episode 22 launch. Great little story tales from Tales of the Ironwood. Definitely should give it a listen on your favorite podcaster now. And then Secrets of Monster Island. Aiden, what episode dropped this week?
65, I want to say.
Wow.
You have no
Wow.
excuses for this one. You are the one who should know.
No, it's 65. I'm pretty certain it's, 65. Yep, I'm correct on that.
Fantastic. And yeah, 65, and that one's getting ready to wrap up soon. So make sure you're tuning in. Get ready. What are we headed to next, Aiden? For those that don't know, Aiden is the DM for Secrets. I'm one of the players on that one. And Ruffles and Falcor out in that chat. He is also one of the players. Good to see you here this evening.
Well, hey.
Yeah, chat is up and going.
Yeah.
Love to see that interaction out there. So what are we headed to, Aiden?
Yeah, so next we're doing Keys from the Golden Vault, which will be heists and all that sort of stuff, where the party will be thieving and stealing and robbing people. We'll see how that goes.
That sounds awful. I don't think you guys will have fun doing that.
No, not at all.
Nah.
No, it's going to be horrible. Fantastic. Tim, I think you said you had an announcement as well that you wanted to cover.
Yeah, first time doing this, but just want to let people know that if you don't know already, that Red Dirt D&D or Red Dirt RPG, we have a Patreon, and I think it's still
Patreon.
listed under patreon.com/RedDirtDND. There's different tiers you can join, but I think all of them, I believe, you can correct me, Aiden and Andrew, they all get access to the Discord server, which
Correct.
people are on there constantly, and so it's a very active Discord server, and you can you can talk about the shows, you can talk about life, you can share memes, jokes, artwork, all kinds of cool stuff like that. But yeah, you can read through there. I have to. There's different, like I said, tiers, but just come on, join, and every little bit helps, and help the Red Dirt D&D family grow.
Yeah, definitely would be great. Also, like, subscribe, comment on the YouTube channel. That way you get notifications for when we're going live. No plausible deniability this week. That'll be back next week.
Don't forget to ring the bell.
Yeah, don't forget to ring the bell to get those notifications.
That's for the notifications. Yes.
Ring my bell.
Yep. All right. Well, then without any further ado, I think we're going to go into our sponsors and a recap of last episode, and then we'll get going into tonight's episode. All righty. Here we go.
The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook.
To the world and given a brief summary of its creation. We were greeted by the dynamic duo of Buster, the goat beastfolk clown, and Doodler, the bird beastfolk cleric, as well as the elven brothers Septimus and Anathius. We encountered the enthusiastic kobold exterminator Bradley and the wandering storm genasi Tempest, who is in search of a new beginning. As Acrosa rose on the first day of spring, these individuals were each drawn to the bustling farmers market at the heart of the megacity of Nuovo. As they independently explored the market, there was a sudden commotion, and crazed beasts began attacking. These strangers banded together to defeat several of the beasts, but Tempest was struck down. Join us as we find out what happens next on Mysteries of Vyatrx.
All still muted. Let's try that again.
Oh.
Yep. We're back. So last
Are we
time
on the internet?
we are on the internet. We're actually live with volume now. You know, having to mute for ads so that we don't overtalk the ad. I forget to hit the unmute again.
Okay.
Little things. We'll get there.
Yeah, it's all good.
So as I said, last time we left with Tempest on the ground as a bug zapper.
Yep.
What would we like to do, gentlemen and lady?
Are we still in initiative?
I think because he is down, I'm going to say we're going to stay in initiative here for just a second.
Okay.
In that
Whose
case, yeah, whose turn is it?
So in that case, we were top of the round, and that would be, I believe, Bradley.
I had just taken my turn at the end. I couldn't see anything, and I couldn't detect anything with my perception check. So I'm standing
Yeah, I think it's
over.
Septimus.
So Septimus.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so if it's my turn, yes, to an order. Yeah, Septimus will. Well, just in general, do we hear sounds around us? Are there still creatures
There are,
around?
but it is slowly starting to subside.
Okay.
Back into
Yeah.
more of that peaceful.
Yeah. I think as Septimus looks around, he catches sight of the pastry that he gave to the Tempest, and thereby that is the outfolded hand that he had dropped, and he sees that the Storm Genasi has fallen, and he actually will kind of race over there. If I can get my guy to move, yeah, he will. Maybe not. I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, but he will move. I can't move him, but he will go over there. Andrew, I'm doing
which one of you two is Septimus? I can't tell.
Yes, I keep on doing that. I'm down here. I was doing the same thing just for a moment.
Okay.
So that's so dumb, but thank you. That's the second time I've done that. But he'll go over there, and he kind of looks at, he gives him just a quick, he looks at him very closely. And it's like he's trying, and it takes just a moment, but he's kind of remembering things that he's been trained at. He's been, he's with his... with the god Kratanta, and he'll look down at him. He'll place his hands on Tempest's chest, and he'll say, "Kratanta has no claim on your life this day." And he'll cast Spare of Dying on him.
I don't know what you just did, but that was epic. Please take inspiration, Tim.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I felt that spell. I felt spared.
So Spare of Dying, it just kind of stabilizes him. But
yeah. So Tempest is now stabled at 0. So we are out of initiative at this point because there is no risk of anything bad transpiring. So anybody else like to do anything?
Buster is going to move at the speed of light, just zigzagging through the area, making sure there's nothing else here. Okay. I'll move him if you want, but that's what I'm doing.
Yep, nope, you're good. You can move around and look and notice that there is nothing in the market.
I will kind of cradle Tempest's head like in my lap as I see this bird figure coming. You can see I was thinking to do something, but I see this, the dudes, I guess, but I don't know his name, but I see this bird figure approach. And I'll kind of look up to him like it looks like he might do something. Yeah.
Yeah, Doodler sort of doesn't say anything, but looks him over, make sure he realizes that Tempest is stable, but is still going to reach down with his holy symbol as this white light comes from his hands, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Tempest.
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself... give me 1 second. 7 points of healing.
Nice.
As this white light envelops you and closes up any sort of wounds that are still kind of open.
Wonderful. Yes. As you open your eyes, you are being cradled by the gentleman who gave you the delicious bread that you never got to partake of. As a beast folk bird is in front of you, and you see the warm, healing glow on your body as you come back to.
Not quite the first impression I was hoping to lay out, but thank you,
yeah,
Mr.
I'll help
Bird.
him.
Are you all right?
Yes. As good as could be right now. Let me get up.
Don't worry. Saving your life is free. We're not horrible people. But if you felt a certain urge or surge of generosity, we would not.
Would not turn it away.
We would not turn it away.
I see.
Septimus just eyes Athan.
I respect the game, young sir. I did not catch your name. You are Septimus, though, and I'm guessing from the looks of the two of you, you're probably brothers?
That is, yes.
Well, the resemblance is uncanny. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
I'm the more handsome of the two, of course, but...
Dude, they'll look around, like, start counting people. He says, where's Buster? Buster! Get back here right now, young man!
I saw him wander by the south. I don't know where he went from there. We were talking about the gentleman that jumped over the wall and punched the hyena a moment ago.
Yes. He's Buster. I'm Doodler.
I am Tempest.
Nice to meet you.
I am Septimus. Very nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Athanasius. My friends call me Athan.
Athanasius. Okay.
And I'm Brad. Nice to meet all of you.
Yes. Very nice to meet you too, Brad.
A very distinct pleasure.
Well, howdy there, folks.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, what was that?
Hello.
Oh my gosh! Oh, he's behind me. Oh,
Oh
god!
Dudes,
You
what a
moved.
scrap that was.
You moved so faster. That was. Yeah.
Howdy there, folks. My name's Buster. Y'all can call me Buster.
Hello there, Mr. Buster. My name is Septimus. This is my brother, Athan or Athanasius.
A pleasure. He's gonna take both of you in a.
Oh no! Oh goodness gracious!
I don't hug until the second date. Thank you.
I don't
okay.
really hug
That's enough.
at all.
Don't break their bones. Don't break their bones. One of them looks very, very kind of squishy.
Yeah, that's.
Oh well,
thank
dudes, you know how excited I get when I meet new people. I do apologize,
I know.
gentlemen.
Oh no, that's perfect.
Mr. Sandstone.
Mr.
Stop
Sandstone.
You do know, Buster, as you have been running around, there is nobody in the market. Everybody has fled. The market itself is completely empty.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Okay.
Actually, we'll check on Athan. I'm sorry, guys, Buster.
Oh, pardon. I will sprint back and say, "It looks like everybody else got out."
Well, better out than dead. I see. Do we see any? Yeah, are there any bodies around us? Or there?
Just the bodies of the animals that had come into the market that you have slain.
Got it. Okay.
Once the danger is over, Brad would like to start walking around and collecting those into her bag of clothing.
Pardon me, young salamander individual, young newtling. I must declare that the pigeon and the elk are mine. I have people who are in need.
If they're in need, they could come by Chef, the Starlight Tavern. Chef puts on, that's where this is for.
Buster blinks really hard and slowly nods like he understands what you're saying.
I'm sorry. Let me try again. I was going to bring this food to Chef at the Starlight Tavern.
Oh, of course! I know them. In that case, can I be of any assistance?
The elk is a little big for me. If you could help me get it into my bag. And then
Of course!
Yeah, Chef always helps those in need. So, if you know anyone who needs the food, they can come too.
Well, in a way, I believe we're all in need at this time. Sad, dark-looking maybe brothers, would you like to join us at the Starlight Tavern?
If they have food and they have tea, you can count me in.
No, that would be no. I would be happy to join you. I need to take a look at this wolf here before we head there. Though I saw something very odd about.
I believe it's a hyena, brother.
Oh yes, it's hyena. And I kind of rub my glasses from the blood that's gotten on them, and I kind of readjust them, and I put them back on. Oh yes, hyena. Yes.
You can give me either an Arcana or a Medicine check, Septimus.
Yeah, because I saw there was like a black thing that crossed his eyes or pupils, and so I will do Arcana for this. Let's see.
Okay.
That's pretty good. I think
16
24 actually.
24, 16 on the die plus 8. Yep.
16 on the die. Yep.
So as you are looking at it, you realize the hyena itself doesn't have any dark ickiness on it. Nothing in the eyes. But you do see underneath a small ooze-like puddle of pure darkness.
Do I, being who we are, me and Ethan, we're familiar with. I mean, not like the nothing, but does it have anything connection to that?
Make a history check.
I would love to, Andrew. Come on. Not as good. 13. 13 total.
You have never heard of anything like that, but this is something weird. This is not normal.
Like a puddle that's forming beneath the body of the hyena. Is it is it coming from its pores, kind of thing?
Yeah. It kind of you see a small trail out of like the tear ducts of the hyena, and it pools. Yeah. Are you gonna check any of the others?
I will, but for this first one, what I normally do is I kind of talk out loud, and whether Ethan listens to me or not, I kind of talk out loud, but I kind of show him stuff like if he's interested or not. He might not be, but I'll say, "Brother, look, see this puddle. This is very unusual. I've never seen this before." And I'll ask if Ethan has seen it before, because maybe he's had. Again, we have some contact with some dark things in our past, perhaps. But so I don't know if he can help me out even. But otherwise, I will continue to look at the other ones as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I'm proficient in history and arcana and religion.
You can give me a religion check, Ethan.
Okay. Just click the roll normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's 8 with +3, so it's 11.
It reminds you of something, but you can't quite place it. Like, there were books or stories back from, your homeland that you all know about, but you struggled to listen during those lessons. You didn't really enjoy them, and so you weren't really paying attention all that much.
Is there any similarities between this and then the maybe the type of magic I can do?
I'll let you make an Arcana check as you're looking at it.
Okay.
Well, howdy, fellas. What are we looking at?
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Yes.
20.
Yes.
Does that look safe to eat?
Shadow magic, darkness.
Hold on.
I am almost certain, brother, that this is related to the darkness that we are looking for.
This is fascinating. And now, I see Buster and what did Brad say? Is it safe to eat? You said.
That looks a little questionable. Are you sure it's sanitary?
I don't think, brother. I don't think any of these. I would not partake of any of these animals. There is something.
Yeah.
There's a darkness, or there's something that is unnatural about them.
Pardon me, gentlemen. What are we looking at here? What's going on? I hate to interrupt, but I need answers.
See, these animals are oozing liquid evil, and probably shouldn't eat them.
Well, let me take a look here. I'm pretty good with animals. And I'm going to look at this. I think I headbutted this hyena earlier.
I think technically I cut up the hyena and you headbutted the boar behind it.
Oh, got you.
The headbutting was the elk.
There was multiple headbutts.
That's fair. That's fair.
When
He was handing them out.
A goat beast folk in the party.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That just kind of came out.
Inspiration, Buster.
Buster.
Do I recognize the liquid? Does it have any familiarity to me?
Instantly.
Yeah. No, don't touch that.
Oh.
I've had bad experiences with that type of stuff before, and it'll, let's just say, knock you out for a little while.
Really? Where have you seen those stuff?
Where did you? Yes. Good question.
Hey, dudes, that looks like the Right, I understand. No, it's nothing, guys. Don't worry about it. It's not. I'll just like kick the hyena like underneath a bush or something. Just like that's fine. No, it'll clean it up later. There's nothing.
As you all have had this conversation, you do notice the puddles are moving.
Oh.
They are slowly like almost like water rolling down a hill, but
Dude,
you are on
fire,
flat land.
Fire. Dudes, burn it!
I will take a step away from this puddle. But I will take out my sword and I'll try to stab it to see if I can get it to stop.
Okay. As your sword goes into it, it goes through it.
Doesn't seem to touch it. It just kind
well,
of...
no, it like you are dead center into the ooze puddle,
but it's
and your sword just keeps going down.
Does it appear to be heading in any certain direction?
Like not into the ground, but into the puddle itself.
Into
like
the puddle itself. Like the puddle is
not
deep.
a portal, but it's like a
It is deep.
There,
like
partner,
it.
You're
like
gonna
you think
pull
it's.
back your sword. Pardon.
Doodler, make me a survival check with advantage because you are from here.
Okay, survival. I'm pretty good at that. Advantage. Hey, natural 20 for 25.
Wow.
It's headed towards the farms.
And
yeah. most notably that farm.
Oh, okay. Well, something weird's going on because it didn't move originally. I think we might want to miss out on that Starlight Tavern thing and maybe follow these things.
Yeah, I sheath my scimitar and I'll just look at him and be like, "I'm sorry. Do you know what this is? Have you encountered this before?"
Yes.
Here, one moment. I need to share a conversation with my partner. Hey, dudes. I'm gonna like pull you into a quick little two-man huddle.
Okay, yeah.
Dudes, I don't know if I can go there, man.
You go back to the farms?
You know where. I don't know if I can go there right now. We get close, but we never go in. If this is a situation where we go in, I don't know how well I'm going to take it.
Listen, it hasn't done this before, and we gotta follow it. We gotta try to figure out what's going on. I feel like. Does that make any sense? I know you don't want to go back, but we might have to.
Alright, well, if I start crying again, you just ignore me.
As
we're not talking.
As you guys are having that conversation, you see a red hobgoblin walk around the corner.
Oh, see? I can exterminate.
It seems like you can take care of yourself. These things don't normally come into the city. As you see him pull out a glass vial and scoop all of the ooze into it and stopper it.
Whoa there, partner. Careful.
It's not my first time. You should know that, Buster, seeing as how I, as he points to his nose, crafted that for you.
Andrew?
Mm-hmm.
Should I make a history roll? What do you want? Who is the guy?
So you know this individual as the owner of the magical tinkering shop, Esty Way. And his name is Vyatrx Esty. You know him as Mr. Esty.
Hey, gotcha.
Does this
Oh.
he scooped up all the ooze.
All the ooze.
So that means the bodies are clean now?
There is no more ooze on the ground. There's no more ooze coming out of
I'm
any
gonna
of the
start-
animals.
I'm just gonna shove them in the bag then, because it's fine now.
Ooh.
They're de-evilified. It's good. It's fine. I'm sure we can cook it out, like boil the water and make it safe to drink. No, it's fine.
I'm sorry to tell you this. Brad wasn't. But I don't think you should still even try to consume that.
Then what should I bring to Chef for food for the people?
I don't.
We cannot race. You're a Nissa. You cannot
Well-
race.
Well,
That's
I do
bad.
see quite a bit of merchandise out here in these unattended stalls. So
People have started coming back now that the danger
Yep.
has cleared. Yep,
you've
it
lost
was,
your chance.
it was unattended, but not anymore.
Lost our chance to do good, you mean there, right, partner?
I
Feed
would,
the hungry, of course. Yes.
I would like to point out that they get very angry when you take and eat without paying.
Well,
Very angry.
we did just save the farmers market, so maybe they'd be willing to offer us a deal or offer us some free food. I mean, we could take that back.
If you would like for me to negotiate on your behalf for a small commission fee, I'd be more than happy. I'd even cut you a great deal.
I'll tell you what, I will take full responsibility for said commission. You come to my place tomorrow, and I will help outfit you for what's to come. And he puts the bottle down, and he walks away.
Okay.
Nobody touch it, dude.
The bottle of darkness?
You forgot your bottle.
Oh, he leaves the bottle of ooze there.
Sir?
He just kind of waves and just keeps going.
Ethan fixed
Nobody
it up.
touch that. Don't.
Sometimes picks it up. if it's- Yeah,
Fix it up.
Doodler,
I mean, I pick it up. Yeah, if he's gonna leave it there.
Doodler says, "Can I hold on to that?"
Well, we can't leave it here.
Sure, you seem to know your way around this, and he will hand him. But but if I could maybe later take a closer look at that, and see if we can determine any more.
Of course,
properties.
Yeah.
Here you go. No, I'll give him the bottle. Yeah.
I'll take the bottle of ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So tell me, my fine feathered friend, you seem to have some type of familiarity with this substance.
Yes, I do. I was a long time ago. I was playing around a farmhouse trying to, do some things, and then I spotted it. This almost ooze of nothingness, of blackness, of just a void. Like nothing was there, but at the same time, I could see the ooze. And I reached out and tried to touch it with a stick, poke at anything, and it began to pull me in as I had touched it, and I fell unconscious after that, but I headed back to my farm that I lived on, and my parents, my fathers could hear my voice, but they could not see me. After about an hour it wore off, but for the days that followed, for the longest time, I was sick.
I mean, did it make you touched it? Did it make you invisible? You're saying, or it made you like you were incorporeal, or how would you describe your state after it had pulled you in? Or where were you? Were you?
My father's recognized it as invisible. I was still on the same plane,
Okay,
but
well, that's important. That's very important.
yeah, and ever since then, I've sort of felt it. It's weird. It's kind of been I feel like it's still there sometimes, but
Really? I go up and I look in his eye. I kind of get up close with my glasses, and I put down my little thing, and I try to take a closer look at one of his eyes, see if I can see like the blackness swirling around in his
Give
eyeball.
me
Andrew.
a Arcana check.
Arcana check. You don't say. That is so curious. 28.
28. As you are looking in, you do see something. There is a little speck of the kind of that same dark swirl you saw, but it seems to be encapsulated.
Oh.
In like a bead of glass.
Just one.
This is a little close for comfort.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. No.
Did you find anything?
Yeah, there's a it's the same type of material, it looks like, but it's somehow encased in a bead of glass or something. Was there more than one, Andrew, or just that one that I saw? That was around there?
I mean, you're essentially
like
you're essentially seeing kind of into his magic being with that Arcana check. You know,
and I would like intuit that I can see that maybe this is a source of a power that he has, or something.
And so it is one of those things is because of who you are. You and Ethan are kind of able to pick up on this power. That's why you were able to see it through the eyes. It's why you're able to see it in Doodler. You don't know what the other thing is, but I mean, it strikes you of like a marble with something inside the marble, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I'll kind of explain it that way, and I'll look at Ethan with a knowing look, not saying anything, but I'll like, this is a person of interest. We should maybe stick around with this guy. He may have some answers too.
Tim and Corey, it's the same thing that it is the reason you're out here.
Okay.
It is the same thing, but in larger quantity.
Got it. Okay.
So, without having to give away your backstory.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I'll give Doodler his space and apologize.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I know you're probably just curious, so.
Oh, very, very curious. But yeah, thank you for letting me. So is the other ooze kind of? It's going towards the farms. We know that, right? The other stuff.
Oh no! All the ooze had merged together.
Right. Got it.
And he had collected all of it. It is all in that vial that Doodler has.
Got it.
And it seems when it got into the vial, it has completely gone stationary.
Oh, got it.
It is not moving. It is not doing anything. It is just there.
That's interesting.
And Esty asked us to come meet him tomorrow, correct, at his shop?
That is correct.
His name is Mr. Esty.
Correct.
That was the hobgoblin, Mr.
Esty.
Yes.
Otherwise known as my future employer. So yes, that is what I've carried away from that. I've also carried that this isn't normal for around here. It's good to know. Very good to know.
Well,
please, Doodler. I think I talk a little bit too loud. Please go ahead.
Monsters and various other things attack the farms, but normally don't really come into town. And I've never really seen... Well, I guess I haven't really looked close enough, I suppose, at the monsters outside of town to realize that sort of black goo is also on them.
I mean, we've only been here for just a few months, myself and Ethan, and first time we've heard. We haven't ventured out to with the attacks outside the city, but this is the first time that we've heard of an attack within the city.
You've been here a few months?
Yeah, well, that was sort of down the street at the university.
We have not left in 3 months.
Well, we have.
Oh, I see. That's why I don't recognize you. You know, you haven't been to any of the taverns here, have you?
Oh, wait.
I smack Septimus on the shoulder.
Come on. Well, no.
I told you there was things to learn outside the library.
Well, I think that after seeing this, we perhaps need to expand our research to... maybe the book part, we can put that on hold and we can do more field work. How about that?
I like
nice to meet
thinking.
you. Yeah.
Great
yes.
idea.
Yeah. But Mr. Buster, Mr. Brad, Mr. Tempest, is that right, Mr. Tempest?
Yes.
I'm on this.
And Mr. Doodler, sorry. You're what? I'm sorry.
Hello, my name is Bradley Turk, and I am a miss.
Ah, Miss Turk,
No.
is that right, Miss Turk?
Yes.
It is a pleasure. Again, Septimus, I think we introduced ourselves. Yes, we did.
Oh, how?
I didn't finish my pastry. You said we could discuss things further over at an inn of some sort you had mentioned, or?
Well,
The
as it turns out, apparently the young Miss Brad here is acquainted with, I believe it's pronounced Kazen. Is that correct there, Mr. DM, sir?
His name is Chef.
Chef.
His name is Chef.
Yeah, Warforged named Chef.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I think you're getting your owners confused, Buster.
He's
we've been
gone
to a lot of taverns,
delirious
of
from
course.
hunger.
Well, I'm not that hungry. I've been eating something. I don't know what it is, but it was just left here on the ground. It's quite divine.
I think
it's
there-
bread.
Is there-
Oh my gosh.
Is there a medium-sized ham on the ground right next to you?
No. I've got that this hand.
Okay.
No, he picked
It's
up the
really
small.
good.
He picked up the small too.
Okay, gosh.
This is very good. Do not race.
Yes.
No race.
Let's let's all head back and then we can discuss things over dinner. I'm assuming, I know our Storm Genasi friend over there is probably still looking pretty hurt. Are you?
Yeah.
I had better days, yes. I've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head back. Let's go get some drinks and yeah.
I could go for that.
As
Because
you're getting ready
saying,
to do that,
yeah.
Septimus, in your head, you hear a voice very familiar to you, one that belongs to Miss Citrus Sprout.
Citrus Sprout?
What do you think you're doing with my books?
Oh, that's not good. And I know this is, I guess, a sending spell.
Consequences.
Is that what it is? Is that what? Yeah. So I will send back. Do I have your books? I'll have to check. It is possible that we may have inadvertently put them in our bags before we left, but we will return them
Now.
as soon as... Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ethan, she freaking knew that. I thought we were. She knows that. Never mind. Okay, let's go. We have to go back to the library. Then we'll come back.
We're going to get drinks. Who knows? Wait, what?
You go get drinks. I will deal with Miss Citrus Sprout, but I'll meet you at the place.
You're going by yourself?
No, just for a moment. Just back to the library.
I'm sorry. I just feel like it's a bit too crazy right now. You know, the monsters and such. Let me go with you.
Yeah, that if you want, you're more than welcome to come along.
Hey, dudes.
Yes.
It's all right, Andrew. It's still in the morning, correct?
It is still in the morning. It's probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. So you guys still have a little bit of time before your prior engagement.
Right. And we agreed that how many of us are there? Dude, Buster can't count. The 5 of us that are here, not including Buster, are going to meet at Starlight Tavern tonight.
I think they were going now.
I know we had.
Why we stay at dinner?
I know we had previous plans, Buster, but everything's been kind of thrown for a loop after monsters attacked the farmers market.
Well, only one of them was really a monster. The rest of them were just animals.
That's true, but still, there was the weird ooze.
Which one are you calling a monster?
The dead plant.
I mean, plants are alive.
Yeah, but it was dead, and then I killed it with my ham. I'm sorry, my ham.
I redeaded that undeaded twig.
Are you dead?
Tumbleweeds are technically dead, so.
Are you all talking in front of us? Are you saying all this like we know you have something going on? Because we could.
Probably. I don't think we'd be very private about it. I don't know why we would.
No, I don't think Doodler and Buster are quiet unless we hug.
Yeah, because I think Septimus would be. Is there something going on outside the towns? We really have. I mean, we've heard about the attacks. Is it anything to do with that, or just is it other business that you have? If it's about the attacks, we'd love to. I would think, Rathan, we'd like to come out there and see it as well if we could. See if it has any connection to what we see here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But and we're probably gonna check out that farmhouse, right? That's obviously connected to all this.
Well, actually, you
know more.
Yeah, no, but you speak so good. Now I'm very nervous.
No, you're not. Go ahead.
No, I feel like I need to practice my ring toss juggling. You go ahead.
Come on, you know Mr. Sandstone better, anyways.
No, Mr. Sandstone lives on the other side of Neovo. That doesn't matter.
Tell you what.
Oh, we're not doing that. Okay.
Sounds like you have. You two have a prior engagement that you must attend to soon.
Listen, I'll spell this out here for you, pretty simple, like, because I believe, a simple. No, all right. Anyway, don't go looking for ooze, or thus ooze will find you.
Well, that's incredibly convenient because we are in fact looking for ooze, and we would like to find some ooze.
Except those who get near the ooze all die.
Well,
maybe.
If I could describe to you a situation where maybe, I would say, a couple hundred monsters live near this particular location.
See, that's why we need you to come with us. You have invaluable intelligence.
Yeah, but you can't keep up with me.
Well,
maybe.
Maybe
not.
Keep up with you or with Doodler?
Yeah, Doodler, I've seen him. He was terribly fast. He was running around this place.
Doodler, I told you need to get faster. See, now we've gotten ourselves into it.
Wow. Man. All right, Mr. Magic Boots from Esty. But
they're anklets and they're very pretty.
As I think Buster picks up his legs and looks at the boots.
No, they're not boots. They're anklets.
Anklets. Sorry.
They're yeah. Oh, we lost him.
Okay,
I had to run to the library right quick.
Yeah. Well, I guess they'll be fine if Septimus goes off by himself. I'm sure they'll be fine. He can always run back to us, I suppose. But I just wanted to go with him just in case. But
well, if I recall, your name is Athanasius. Is that correct?
Yes.
Athanasius,
it's close enough.
I don't believe you. What? I don't want you to get hurt. That area just hurts people. I do my utmost with my compatriot, the dudes, to assist me in keeping other people alive that live near that area. And yes, Mr. Sandstone's farms conveniently is located nearby. But it is very dangerous.
Well, you should know that me and my brother are very, very well equipped. And I'll just kind of like flash my my sword. And while I do that, I'll create a little bit of I'll prime either a magic missile or an inflict wounds spell, and just kind of show off the shadowy, dark tendrils that come off my hand. I'm a tad bit touched already, I'm afraid.
So you don't feel like going to the farms right now, then?
Well, we don't have to go right this minute. Like I said, sounds like you two have prior engagements that you have to attend to, and while you do that, I think me and my brother can go drop off this literature.
So
And
much
then we'll
fun.
meet back at the Starlight Tavern.
Well, Mr.
I think-
Athanasius, pardon, Doodler, go ahead.
I think that sounds like a plan, unless Buster, you have anything else to say.
I don't want to do it, but I guess we're doing it. Mr. Athanasius, we will
Don't
see you
worry.
tomorrow here. Meet here, and I'll guide you to that farm.
Well, like I said, we can talk about it over supper, dinner, whatever you like to call it here. And we
Ooh,
can
what is
hash out
that?
details.
More pertinent but I'm thinking the more pertinent point before we go to any farms would be to touch base with the fine gentleman who had an offer for us before
Yes.
we do such things.
You seem to have a superb insight on what we're investigating. So, anything
In
you
that
can offer.
case, I suppose we're all going to go off in our own directions. Probably make things very difficult for any higher powers to follow us. And then we'll meet back up here, and then we'll go to Mr. Etsy's workshop. Does that sound about right?
I
I mean, you are all still welcome to come to the Starlight Tavern. When
So
you're
I
done,
think what we should do is we should do our prior engagements. Our prior engagements, and then be back at Starlight Tavern tonight, and then we'll go to Estes in the morning, and then we'll figure out tonight what we're doing tomorrow evening, I suppose. But
No, that sounds like a plan.
Mr. Tempest, would you like to accompany me to food and a warm bed?
most certainly, one brush with danger is more than enough for any given day. I've had more than enough, and everyone else here feels like being invented now. Nope, an inn food seems very good for me right now. Thank you very much. I will gladly follow you to wherever you are
And she
going.
grabs your hand and runs in a direction.
There we go.
I do want to point out, though, she did pick up the bodies.
Yeah, we got them in the bag.
Yeah.
what? Where? I know what I won't question it.
So as Brad and Tempest run back into the city, leaving the four of you there, what would you four like to do as Tempest and Bradley have now run to the Starlight Lounge?
All right,
Starlight Tavern, sorry.
Yeah, I need to get these. I need to get these books back. But Doodler, do you want to come too? You can join if. Or
No,
I think Anthony's just gonna. Yeah.
I think
Ethan's
Buster and
gonna
I need to go together and do stuff.
Dude, I know you do like going to the library. I can do a quick recon.
We
Mr. Sandstone's.
No.
Ethan,
We
let's
need
go.
to go together. We need to have a little talk.
If you were to put a little spell on me, I could do it myself.
Yeah, Ethan and I will head back to the library to turn in the books, and then probably head to the. Yeah, I'm not sure if Ethan, if you have anything you need to do after that, but yeah, we'll do that first.
Okay, so we're
To the
going
library.
3 groups of 2.
To the library.
All right, so I need each group, one of you in each group, to please roll me D100s. Highest roll goes first.
You got it, Ethan.
Okay, I'll do it.
Not it.
Not it.
How do I just roll a D100? Is that...
There
option?
is
Bottom
on the
right.
very bottom on the
Oh,
right.
I see. That's a D10, D100.
Oh, is it 30 now?
Or we ain't first.
All right, so our 2 brothers, you guys are walking back through the town, back to the University of Neovo, back to the massive library, and out in front, you see floating around in front, about the size of a dragonfly.
Oh,
And then she comes right in front of you, into your bag, Septimus, bigger, and pulls out the book, and with a poof, in front of you stands Lily, the librarian of the library. Septimus,
Oh, Miss-
you know the rules. These books do not leave the library. Everybody else has followed the rules. That's why people leave and come back. They don't take the books with them, especially books of this delicate nature.
You are correct, Miss Citrus Sprout. But if you look, nobody has checked out that book for ages.
It doesn't get checked out. It's in a section of the library that stays there. It is a reference book for people in the study of the history of the realms. Why would you have taken this one?
So pardon us, pardon my brother, Miss Lily. But you see, we were so enamored in our studies, we had typically misplaced the book within his bag. And
as you say this,
we were on
a
our way.
screen pops up in front of you, showing the moment where you two are talking about, well, can't we just take the books? We'll bring it back. And you stepping in front. Do you think people don't watch?
Well, you see, you can't trust illusions because you can just make anything up, show up on those things.
It
And
is
absolutely. We live in a
Right.
very serious surveillance state,
Uh-huh.
if I must add that. Yes.
Ethan,
But
that's
we were actually on our way back to return the books when we had just ran to the farmer's market to grab some bread, and wouldn't you know it, a bunch of crazy evil animals attacked everybody in the market.
What?
Yes.
You
We had
put
to
my
save
books?
some lives.
You put my books in
Killed-
danger? My
No,
books
we
could have gotten
saved-
hurt.
we
No.
saved your books.
What you just told me is you were attacked and you had my book from the library. What if it had been damaged? And she's quickly leafing through the book as fast as she can. And
I'll
then
have you know
after
there's
she
not a
realized,
dog-eared page
yeah,
in the lot.
she looks at it and it's completely good. Okay. Good. The book is fine. Wait, you said monsters attacked the farmer's market.
More like animals, beasts, rather strange creatures, oozing black evil. And honestly, if you had any insight into this, we could pass it off to the proper authorities for you. Your expertise is invaluable as a keeper of knowledge.
exactly.
In such an exquisite library.
I'd have to see this. Can you produce an image of this event?
You see, I'm not much of a illusionist. I'm more of a entertainer.
No, I'm afraid I don't have. I cannot produce any image at this time, Mr. Citrus Sprout. But I assure you, I mean, the books are safe. You have them back. We will promise not to take these books again.
Yeah, I might be able to produce some type of auditory reenactment, and I'll just kind of use thaumaturgy to make the animal sounds of each animal that I saw.
And as soon as you do that, she's like, no. We do not need that here. You will get people.
Oh, but we're outside the library. I didn't think we had to.
No, it's not about being quiet,
be
but you
quiet
don't want to
outside the
scare
library as
people.
well. But okay. Well, most of the town probably already knows by now anyway.
You're not wrong. Probably if I turned on the magic station, it'd be all over it.
Oh, well, it's just bad news on there all the time anyway, just talking heads. Literally talking heads, talking bad news.
But I am curious if you could maybe bring me a sample? Yes. Maybe I or one of the professors could help decipher what this is.
I need to procure some vials and some alchemical equipment as well, but probably just the vials for right now, Ethan. But we can do that.
Yes. We tell you what, Miss Lily. We will come back with a sample. We'll gather your opinion on it, and we can discuss more late at that time. But I feel like we'll be in touch very soon. And again, thank you for all that you've done for us here at the library. we are at your mercy. And,
As she turns and goes small, she says, "Don't ever take my books out." And you see this little bitty dragonfly holding the massive book above her hands, even though it's small, and flying back into the library.
See, Septimus, I told you it would be fine. We took it. We're in a better position with her now.
You see a small piece of paper come down and rest in your hands.
What was the piece of paper that fell? What was that?
It's just a small piece of paper.
Oh.
It seemed to appear out of nowhere and down into your hands. Yeah. And it has writing on it.
I actually, as I lift this up, I'm looking at Ethan, and I give him, I don't even say anything. I just smile at him like, he's gotten us out of stuff before with our mother and father and stuff, and he's a much better talker than Septimus says. And he just kind of smiles and kind of nods. Then he sees this paper, then he kind of grabs it, and he opens up and he reads it.
And on the top it says, "Illegal removal of reference books. Library fine for 25 tricks."
I look at
and
Nathan,
expulsion of the library for 2 13-day sections.
Septimus swears so hard. You said expelled for like 2 weeks? You said for 2 7-day?
For 2 weeks. For the rest,
into flames. I just
it doesn't burn. Mad. It doesn't burn. So the rest of the week of Ambrio and for the week of Caden, you will not be allowed into the library.
Microtantas, holy citrus sprout.
Language, brother. Don't worry. This is just a negotiating point. We can return back to this later.
Yeah.
We'll have the sample. Someone will look at it. We'll be like, well, can't get in the library. And then there you go. Yeah.
And field work. This is time for field work, right? We can.
Yes, we've been here for 3 months, and the place hasn't given us much to begin with. So
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
We're making progress.
Yes. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you. Let's leave this place. Let's go get a bite. Let's head back.
Yeah. Let's go. We're gonna go next, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Wonderful.
And Nathan. Hey, thanks again. We'll take off. Yeah.
As we zoom back across the city, and back we come to the familiar hanging sign of the Starlight Tavern with the magic starlight listed, shining onto the tavern of the sign and illuminating the door underneath. We see Brad and Tempest approaching the door.
Yeah, so you're gonna love Chef. He's gonna take really good care of you. He likes projects.
And I slam open the door.
When did I become someone's project?
Hello?
I completely ignore you.
Chef?
One second, please. Don't yell. There's no reason to yell. As you notice, the tavern has gotten busier as you've gone about the morning. Yes. How can I help you?
Well, I have some things. For the food, for the unfortunate, and I was wondering if this guy, he is from outside the city, and he needs a bath and a room. Could trade for food.
That seems like a fair proposition. Just what food?
And a cooking lesson.
Oh, Bradley.
in here? It's big. It's a big one.
An elk, some wolves, like
And
a veritable smorgasbord of meat-based products for
there
you,
are
good sir.
2 whole birds. 2.
Random birds.
The people are going to eat so good tonight. You just have to help me prepare it.
All right, Brad. I guess with that much, my room. It's a pleasure to meet you, good sir. She mentioned you need a bath, and maybe while you're doing that, I can have those laundered for you, have them sewn and mended, so they look nice. It looks
Yes,
like
please.
you've been
Yes,
on the
please.
road for a while.
You are the man of the hour. You are the prince of the day. If you could accomplish all of that.
As you, so this is the first time that you have met Chef, and it is a Warforge. So it is a fully metal man. Looks like a suit of armor almost. Not a very common thing out in Vyatrx at the moment. So it is something new. But not necessarily unheard of.
Okay, so Tempest would have probably heard of this then.
Yeah, they're just you know that these are alive, but at this point not a race, if that makes sense. There's no way for them to recreate themselves, make more. They're existing. But they are alive, full blown individuals.
Gotcha.
Hold on. Let's see that we are having some issues here. I need to change a setting here, I think.
Oh, guys, we're frozen.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I noticed that. I was like, maybe I should alert the leader person.
I've been watching it. It's been a little bit finicky on
Audio is still going.
Well, that's good. It's just the stream itself then. So, video output, let's double check that.
Quick, everyone play musical chairs.
Yeah, I'll just go to Corey's house. Corey, you come over here.
Yeah.
Well, at least the audio is still playing. That's good.
Yeah, the audio is still playing. I'm going to drop down the frames per second and see if that helps drop us back down into a little bit better resolution state. Drop us back down there.
For those of us who are still here, we can all use our imagination to imagine Buster frolicking, eating something like, I don't know, part of a chair. Maybe a random can he found.
Okay.
He's chewing loudly.
I can do that.
Does Doodler collect marbles? Does he have a nest? Does he have shiny
I'd say
things?
so, sure.
Does he
Yes.
love ribbons?
Yes.
Okay, that should...
Are you
does, like, all the
stereotyping
shiny
my
things.
best friend?
No,
don't answer that.
You know, it's sort of like an innate thing. He just like feels a very like a drawing towards it. It's not like he does it personally, but he feels like, you know, he just has to every time he sees something shiny.
Obsessive compulsive disorder. Got it.
All right.
That's a pin. Don't. Oh.
All right, let's try that and see.
You're gonna turn your teeth black.
All right.
Now they're gonna be blue. That was a blue pin.
What? I'm lost.
What? Buster's eating things. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, that video really is just sticking there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Well, in the meantime, Brad is already in the kitchen of the Starlight Tavern, where she has definitely been before with or without Chef's permission, and has started picking the animals out of the bag and laying them out on the preparation stations and getting everything ready. She's got like a little apron on the hook that she has hand embroidered very crookedly her name in the little apron, and it's like the threads are sticking out because she didn't do a very good job, but she did it herself. So, and she puts on her little apron, and she adjusts her little hat, and she waits for Chef so that she starts sharpening all the knives, prepping all the cutting boards, getting the vegetables out and the fruits, and getting the dough going. All of the things.
So what I'm hearing is if Brad dies, we're all going on our evil arc, right? They're the mascot of this. Yeah.
Well,
you hear that, Andrew?
Maybe not for Buster. No offense to the young Ms. Brad, but I don't know you. That's my purse.
That's
King of the Hill reference. I don't know.
Oh no.
You can keep your purse. I just want the food.
I feel like we got to do a show sometime today, dudes. And I think it's going to be at the Starlight Tavern.
All right, so
as
we're
long
back.
As it's not
Let's
as
try.
bad as last time.
All right.
I will have to on the crowd.
Gonna have to investigate next time at the end of this and see what has caused the spike on my CPU, because I was up to about 40% there. So sorry about that.
Let me try.
You're back to normal.
Still sitting like 17, getting some skipped frames here and there, but it does say that it's back to decent.
It might be taking a little bit to catch up.
You could just put an image of all of our characters up there, I guess.
Or you could just put the tree.
The tree? Tree's good. I like that tree.
It's a good tree.
Yeah. So we can go just like this.
I take out
the
the
emergency
body of the
audio
light.
only. Oh no, you don't get to see our wonderful faces. Oh no. Oh no.
Taking out the body of the twig blight, using it to stoke the fire real good.
Oh my gosh. No, it's seasoning. Seasoning. Of course.
I've got a handy haversack of seasonings. I don't need no twigs. Also,
Your handy haversack's
very
full of
important
seasonings?
for the aromatics to have, good smoking wood.
Oh,
Yeah. If we do like a roast or something, like a smoked brisket kind of situation. I don't know. I haven't talked with Chef about what he wants to do yet, but I do have some notes here about a roast and some porridge and some jerky and stuffed birds, of course, and fish pie doesn't really apply to this situation. I didn't get any fish, but lots of bread, lots of honey butter, all that good stuff.
Ooh. We're definitely doing a show there. Buster feels it in his soul.
Tempest, you going to take your bath?
All right, as we come back, Tempest has been led up the stairs and to a room. A bath has been drawn. He has handed you a robe and taken your clothes for you to just relax.
Yay. We'll be achieving a short rest in that time, if that is appropriate.
Yeah. Most definitely. You are doing nothing but relaxing. You most definitely may have a short rest. And then we come back and we see Brad and Chef working in the kitchen. Chef trying to direct Brad in the proper ways, but it is not always working.
Can I at least make a roll before you judge my ability to do the thing that my character is built to do? Jesus.
No. And thus spoke Andrew.
I don't even get to make a roll.
No.
I just suck.
Here you go. Here you go. We
Well-
will make a roll with emphasis.
What's that mean?
Oh.
So it is a new thing that I had discovered and I had posted out there. So you were going to roll 2 d20s. You are going to take the d20, whichever is furthest from 10.
Furthest from 10?
Yep.
Yep. That's
Okay.
the most
So-
extreme roll wins.
Yep.
I believe you got this from somewhere. Do you?
I
wanna
did. I
mention
took
where?
it. I did. I took it from Dimension 20.
17!
So I took it from Dimension 20 and Critical Role. I actually was introduced. I saw it on a YouTube short, and I posted it out. I thought it was something that is very good when you want to do something that is cool, flavorful, has a high chance of failure or high chance of really being rule of cool. I think that is a great way to let the dice still tell a story without taking that away from y'all. So
17 plus I am proficient in cooking utensils. Plus, is this wisdom or dex?
this is going to be Dex because he is teaching you.
Cool. That makes it higher. So, because my dex is a +3. So that makes it a 22.
Fantastic. So with a 22, it takes a minute, but as you're going through, you're getting much better as he's under his tutelage and learning. So you may go through your list and you may pick recipes, and it is a great success on those.
We're having food tonight, boys.
Good job.
Okay, somebody else's turn. I have to read a book.
Okay. And going back in here, we're going to transition. We're going to pull back up everything. Seeing if we can't.
Just real quick, with that amazing success, I assume we're not including the little snake boy.
That is
He's
correct.
tiny and venomous.
And I did kick the snake away.
No, I picked it up. I was gonna let the artificer have a stab at it for the venom glands, because that was a pretty good venom thing, if I remember correctly. Very potent.
As Buster, you and Doodler are walking out towards the farms.
Andrew, your screen changed on YouTube and it's still frozen, but in a different position.
Interesting. Great.
Great.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Technology.
I'm still waiting for the map to load.
Mm-hmm.
You know what'd be interesting is if when the map loads, it shows up and it's just for some reason the Discord is being weird.
Discord has been kind of weird.
Because
Discord has been a little.
like it's not
Interesting.
just still loading on the YouTubes, it's also still loading in the IRLs. Andrew,
Mhm.
why are you loading a map? It is entirely too late in the session to be loading a map, Andrew.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but you don't know how cool we are.
This is the part where we're gonna run to combats, and then I'm gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Run,
no.
Buster, run!"
Bye, dude.
Just the two of you.
Just the two of us.
You can make it if you try. Jinx!
Just the two of us.
Okay, and that's all we can do. Yep, that's all we can do.
Bravely run away. Bravely, baby.
That may be what's causing the issue. It may be this map. As I'm looking at it.
I believe I am gonna run away, and Buster runs off in the distance, and that's the game. All right, let's go to bed, guys. Wow, we're having full tech issues today, aren't we? That's exciting.
Yeah.
Buster runs off into the sunset. Everything explodes.
He runs up the sunset, realizing we're in a dome.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have
This is
one
like the
more
Simpsons movie.
possibility to get through this. So, oh, is it going to load? 98%. Come on.
Oh, YouTube just changed again.
That's a good sign, maybe.
It looks like a mess.
Yeah, it's not great. Andrew, maybe we should just stick to audio,
Yep.
man.
On this one, unfortunately. Dang. Okay. Well, as
Sorry,
I said,
buddy.
nope.
Everyone just get real descriptive.
Oh, I reloaded Foundry, and it is toast.
Oh.
Oh. Nope, still loading. Okay, cool.
Like, I have half of it there, but it's not loading everything, so...
Unless you quit it totally, then.
Paint us
Yeah.
a picture in our minds, Andrew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bring us there with
We're
love.
gonna have to...
Wood picture.
A wood picture. But Simple did such a great job on that map, I really wanted to show it off.
We'll see it
We
next
can
time.
show it
I'm
off.
sure.
Like, I mean, yeah, there's 40 minutes left in the episode. We'll probably be there later.
Yeah.
At some point.
I have lost connection to the server.
Yeah, I closed it down. Was checking to see if that was what was going on, was if it was having issues there. As you all are walking towards the farms, the sandstone farm is on an edge of a forest, and the farm is on the other side. As you all are walking through...
Oh, it's just me and Doodler, I believe.
Yeah, it is just you and Doodler. It may work now. That loaded really fast. As you guys are walking through, you do notice up ahead something is very, very different.
Describe this different.
As you are walking from the trees, you see there is a bunch of debris across the road. Broken plants, pots, trees snapped, rubble thrown everywhere. And there is a trail of blackness of a smoky variety across the path. And you see marks of things, heavy animals that have been dragged back into the forest. And both of you may make a survival check at advantage.
Okay. Survival. $22.
15, sir.
As you all are looking at it, you notice that it is headed towards the farm.
Well, dudes, as long as we're not large creatures of burden, looks like we're in the clear.
Yeah, we're in the clear personally, but you know,
All right.
other things.
Let's approach a sandstone farm and see what else we can learn, and let's do this quiet like.
Make me stealth check.
Quiet. That's a real funny joke. I'm gonna hang back a little bit more, but I'll still try to make a stealth check, I suppose.
Oh, it didn't roll.
That is a natural 1 for 2 in total.
Oh my lord, what have you done?
Womp womp womp.
I wear armor. I'm not stealthy.
Andrew, it looks like my rolls are not running on D&D Beyond, and they are not. I cannot pull up my character sheet on the Foundry.
Refresh the
That's why I
Foundry. It
just
should
switched
let
to-
it. Yeah. Or you can roll a physical dice from SD-Way Gaming.
Ooh, I have just the one. Let's see.
I wasn't using my SD-Way Gaming Doodler dice.
Let's use this SD-Way brand SD-Way dice. They are very pretty. Let's see here.
Did I ever tell you guys how good SD-Way Gaming dice is? It's amazing.
They roll well. They are immaculate. All right, let's take a look here. Okay. Dudes, we're not very quiet, are we? I have a maximum total roll of 8, and that's at a +6. I rolled a 2. The dice wills us to be engaged, I believe.
Yeah. As you all are walking forward,
Really quickly, actually, before we get started, I'm going to touch myself and on the chest and give myself my vigilant blessing so that as all of a sudden I'm kind of more aware of what's going on, and I might be able to react a bit faster with some things.
Okay.
If we were to per se roll initiative.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's where you guys
my
are.
nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I do. I don't
Yeah.
have any cool magic stuff.
You do have magic stuff. Don't even.
I say cool magic stuff, sir.
Yeah, but I get that for free, and I might as well just cast it on myself, or
Yeah.
get it on myself before we go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair there, Mr. Dudes.
As you guys go walking forward, you see little glimpses of almost balls of energy moving through the black, dark smoke that is in front of you. And as you all are talking amongst yourselves rather loudly, you do hear from in the woods. And then you hear a loud thud, as if something big is hitting tree trunks, moving towards you all.
You keep saying you all like there's more than just the two of us.
Fine, you two.
Just the two of us. We can make it.
How far away are we from the actual sandstone farms that we're heading to?
This is the outskirts of the sandstone farms.
Yeah.
I need a distance if you can give it to me.
So you are roughly probably a mile from the farmhouse, running across the fields.
That's not too far for me, but for dudes, that's a little bit far. Dudes.
I'm gonna start backing up and say, if you want to go check that out, you can.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start heading back and get back to safety as I start walking
Should we
away.
just full retreat back to Niovo?
I don't think there's anyone here to save, is there? I mean, we don't have anyone that we need to. We don't need to distract anything to save something like we normally do, so I say we just head back.
I want to see what's big.
All right, you go in. I'll start heading back, and if anything happens, I'll be back. I'll try to keep an eye on you from here, but I'll be probably running a little bit. So.
All right. Andrew, how far away was that big noise?
About 800 yards back into the woods.
All right. Buster's gonna do his high kick and clink his anklets together, and like leaping, running, like his full body like nearly he falls forward. It just does giant jumps and strides. I'm gonna run over there and see if I can get a look in, see what it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna start thinking about my next character.
Give me a perception check.
I can't see what I rolled. There we are. That's a 6.
Cool. You do not see anything at the moment. And I am shutting down Foundry completely for now.
Yeah.
See if I can't get everything.
Understood.
Have you tried
Should I
turning
do
it
a-
off and turning it back on again?
Have you tried rebooting your doodler? Have you? Okay. So Buster, fast as light, looking around, doesn't find anything that was making noise.
Does not.
I'm not sure what Buster would do at this instance.
He expected more.
Do what?
He expected more. He's like,
Yeah,
he's gonna walk
I
in, he's gonna
expected to get
jumped.
hit or something. Guess Buster will do another full zigzag, try and cover like a large area. Because I've only used 4 rounds of speed prior to this point, so I basically have my full 10 minutes.
Right.
And it's not that big of of an area, so I'm just
right.
Gonna...
Okay. All right. Give me one more perception check.
With the occasional yee-haw and then yee-honk. Perception check. Boop, boop. A 16.
Okay.
The yee honk was received.
As you are looking about, you notice a creature that you are very familiar with, sir. You see...
I don't believe there's... Oh, go ahead, please.
A 6-legged, sharp legs individual that I believe I can still pull up here.
You show it to the stream.
That is what I am thinking I can do. So
it is a still image.
That's just an image.
It is just an image.
Perfectly. How about that?
So every once in a while we get something right.
Take your simulation, chat.
Here you go, chat. Here, play with this.
I actually, because I've closed Foundry down, my CPU usage is down under 10%, so we should be back up.
We're gonna try it. The last.
No.
Okay.
No. Foundry. I am done with the Foundry for today.
Understood.
Because that is what seems to be making the issues for us. And it yes, unfortunately, he had an issue and had to go for a minute.
Understood.
He's getting reamed out at the library. He's like, he had to take a minute because he's very upset about the fine and, not being allowed to go there anymore. It's very important to him. He's taking a minute.
It was a traumatic experience.
A septic section, if you will.
That's worse here. Yeah, we'll do this right here.
That works.
For everybody to see it. Yep. They'll see it and know exactly what Buster sees. And Buster, as you see this image, it should be coming up here on your YouTube in about 10 seconds. I want to know what Buster's reaction is going to be.
I'm concerned.
I think Buster proceeds to absolutely just hightail it. I mean, like Tom and Jerry style, running through trees, just going. Oh man.
And you actually, unfortunately, do have one problem, sir. As a 16 to hit you.
16 is a miss.
Okay. You see a smaller one of them.
I thought it was going to be another snake.
Nope.
Oh.
That you had missed and had missed you. But when you went scampering away, you ran right by him. And it attempted to stab you with its front claw. And missed. And you were gone, running back to town.
As I kind of see him break the tree line, I was kind of doing a jog, and as soon as he hits the tree line, I start sprinting.
And about 2 seconds later, he is past you and going, dudes.
That's exactly it. Oh man.
What'd you see? Oh, he's gone.
Yep. But at this point, it's probably about 1 to 2 in the afternoon as you all get back to the Starlight Tavern. Brad, you and Chef in the last 3 hours have finished cooking everything that you have. Tempest, you have come down from your bath.
Very nice.
Your clothes perfectly mended, professionally done, like they're brand new.
Very nice.
You also see the brothers, sitting at a table, drinking, enjoying a little bit. Septimus is quiet, contemplative. Looks like he has tried to destroy a note multiple times. As you see ripped up pieces of paper, but there's still a full note in front of him.
Okay.
As Doodler and Buster come Yeah, how would you come into the tavern after what you've just done?
Well, I imagine Buster's been waiting maybe an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Buster slams the door open and then takes a seat, and then 15 minutes later, Dudes comes in.
No, I was waiting outside for him. He's my best friend. Hey there, Dudes. I don't want to talk about it. Let's go in here. You look like you're ready for something to drink. Is that right?
I need water.
All right. Just so you know, since we are going in, we're going to go straight into a show. I'm feeling like the hidden juggler. How do you feel? Sounds good. All right, let's do it. Push open the doors.
Brad, what have you and Chef created?
Your dining pleasure tonight, we have 2 stuffed birds, 4 perfect roasts, 2 and 4 portions of peas porridge. Please enjoy and let me know if there's any way I can adjust the flavor to your liking.
I also made 6 things of broth, but that. And some jerky, but the jerky won't be good for another 6 days.
Gotcha. It has to have time, yeah.
It does take a while to make, as someone who has to make jerky.
Yeah. It's like on the drying rack in the back. Don't worry about it. We'll get it later.
All right. What would you all like to do?
I think Buster immediately heads to some sort of like raised platform somewhere within the tavern. And he begins, greetings one and all. It is I, the illustrious Buster. I'm here to perform for this afternoon, maybe into this tonight. It is so kind to see you all today. And I'm gonna go into he just keeps talking while doing like little juggling acts. At some point, if my partner knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so at some point, the very perceptive of you might notice Doodler kind of sneaks off in a corner where he wouldn't be as well seen, and all of a sudden he takes a second and he breathes in and breathes out and says, I hate doing this. And then he, all of a sudden his ink sort of turns this, looks kind of similar to the ooze, this blacky ink for a second, and all of a sudden he is just gone. And he heads over to wherever Buster's performing and is going to try to help him out.
Yeah. So what the people would see is while I'm juggling, I have 3 like metal rings that I juggle. I'll pull out a 4th one and let it go a little bit extra far, and that is where a hidden juggler catches it and keeps passing them back to me as I juggle.
Yeah.
So some of them seem to just be suspended in air extra long for no reason whatsoever. Give me performance check at advantage.
Yes, okay. Let's see here. What is my performance? Okay. Here we go, dudes. 19.
Yeah, it's a good show. Seems to go off without any hitch. All the jokes and the punches that Buster has rehearsed and done, everybody is laughing, having fun. At one point, all of your juggling rings are up in the air, just suspended there, and you're looking up there like, wait, what? Like they're supposed to come down, and then they come down and hit you in the nose. Yep. And you pick them up, and and keep going, kind of thing. Wonderful. As you all can get your take of food, what else would we like to do? As the show has ended at this point, and you all are able to join them as you're taking a small reprieve.
Yeah, so I'll go and sit by the two brothers, and I see that one of them is sort of preoccupied, and I look at the other and say, we, well, Buster saw something. I'm not too sure what it was. When we heard something banging on the trees, and I there's something big out there.
Well, sounds like we probably shouldn't check it out any further without more of us being there together to back you up. I must say I am now more eager to check things out than I was before. Now you've said that, but yeah.
Before he comes over here, I'm gonna try my hardest to convince him, but he's always sort of had this disdain for going near the place that we were talking about, for whatever reason. But it's I'll try to convince him, and maybe we can work out a deal.
Yeah, you don't know his connection to this place either. He does seem.
Well, I have a personal connection to it, and it is where probably the biggest gathering of monsters is. So maybe that's the reason. But there used to be another satyr that lived there. We were friends, but I don't think Buster has any correlation with that satyr, monsterkin, as far as I'm concerned.
Speaking. It gets curiouser and curiouser the more we talk about it.
And I look around for Buster, and I look around for the rest of the group, and I say,
Thank you. It's been such a great show. Thank you. Thank you to our generous host, the chef. I'll gesture out.
He waves his hand from behind.
Tips in the hat, and I'll put it at the edge of the platform. It's been a great pleasure. I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
And
Wonderful.
When he yells for tips in the hat, Athanasius will stand up, clapping, "Bravo! Bravo! Exquisite performance! Exquisite performance!" And just kind of try to rile up the rest of the tavern to get him to more motivated to kind of throw a coin in.
Mm-hmm. Colin, roll me 2d10s.
Can I roll my Etsy dice?
You can.
I really want to roll these. Look at these are so pretty. I don't have a camera. My gosh. Ugh, it's got the gold. It's got the pink of the nose. Divine. All right, here we go. 56.
Well, they're both 10s. They're not.
Oh, excuse me. A 5 and a 6. Oh,
wonderful.
That's a 9. That's a 9. A 5 and a 9.
So 14. After everything is all said and done, you have 14 tricks in your hat.
I keep it in the hat. I walk over to wherever Doodler is, and I just hand him the hat, because I'm very bad at holding money for very long. It just disappears. Hey there, dudes!
Going on? Yeah, that was a great performance.
Really?
Glad you did it all by yourself. Yeah. I couldn't watch all of it, but I'm sure it was great.
I couldn't have done it without your belief in me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Waitress, can I get do we have beverage?
Sure. As Chef walks over, what can I get for you, Buster?
What do we have today there, Ms. Chef individual? I don't remember how Chef looks. Do you mind describing them for me?
Yeah, it is a Warforged. It is nice, basically plate mail armor, fully clad, all overlapping. Kind of looks like Tin Man, except in nice plate armor. You can't see any interworkings, anything of that nature. It is all just armor.
Would Buster know about their preferred pronouns?
He would, having been from the city. So you do know that Chef does go by, they.
Perfect. Thank you for that. In that case, I want to start that over if that's okay.
Sure.
Good evening, my gracious host. I hope I put on a wonderful show for you.
It was very, very well done, Buster. We appreciate it every time you and Doodler grace us with your tavern. Do you want the typical room?
That would be marvelous, absolutely. Thank you kindly. And I'll have whatever beverage you think I'll enjoy best.
Wonderful. Give me just a few minutes to have myself whip it up, and it shall be back in a moment.
Well, thank you kindly.
Wonderful. As it comes back to the group a couple minutes later, and he has a frothy, cold beverage that seems to be whipped to perfection. Almost like a mix of cream and some other deliciousnesses, but it's almost a frozen concoction.
Perfect for the first day of summer.
Jeff, what do you call this? This looks divine.
I call this Drista's perfection.
Excuse me while I write down my new favorite drink.
And you do notice that now that you look at it, it is blue. With different shades all throughout. It is a chef's original creation.
Ooh, divine. Simply divine, Chef. Thank you kindly.
No. Thank you, Buster. Thank you.
Now
and he turns and he turns and walks to the next table to make sure everything's going great for everybody.
Well, newly acquired friend. Oh, are you lost, sir? Looking at Tempest, because I don't think Buster has even noticed you before. I'm so sorry.
We introduced ourselves at the farmer's market, but...
Oh, I apologize. I was
a lot different after his bath.
Yes.
Oh, that was you!
Quite amazing.
I apologize.
A bit freshening up does, make all the difference. Yes, no, I am new to town. Just came in this morning, you should say.
Pleasure to meet you, new to town. Funny name.
The name is Tempest.
Tempest, I apologize. Oh my goodness. I just keep running my mouth. I do apologize.
You seem to be rather popular around town, though. So, no harm.
Well, it is a clown's duty to spread hope and joy, and I like to think I do it well.
It was very convincing. That was a very well put together act up there.
Thank you, he says with a puzzled look.
Anyways, back to what we were talking about, the outside and the ooze and stuff. What did you see out there, Buster?
Nothing. There's a tree. Don't worry about it.
Insight check?
The return of the mysterious tree, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, insight check. I don't know if I'm the great... Actually, I'm pretty good at insight.
I got a 17.
I got a 16.
Unfortunately, 17 beats your 16.
It's just a tree.
I think you probably know that I don't want to tell you what it is at this point, but you're not. You can't.
Yeah.
Gather what it is I saw.
So what you saw, you thought maybe. So you thought it was maybe a monster, and now it was probably just a tree. Is that what you're thinking?
Maybe. It's hard to say. It was a while ago.
It was like, well, that's true. It was a little while ago.
The beverage is divine.
but we definitely heard some sort of banging on the trees. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Whatever that was, I don't know, but it was large.
Very big.
Huge, even.
Okay.
If anybody would like to make an insight on Buster at this point, you may. As
I'm not gonna roll. I mean,
it's the same roll. Yep.
Okay.
I need to.
Oh. Okay. You're gonna make him try to beat a 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Get my SD dice.
Okay.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. No, we're gonna.
I used mine and I only got 11 on the die, so
We will attempt this. Not that I am necessarily any better at it.
Yeah,
I
I'll use.
rolled in the D&D Beyond log if you guys want proof.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
I got a nat 20, you guys.
Yep. Nope. I'm calling BS as well.
So Brad, what does that make for you with a nat 20?
On insight, 22.
Okay. All right. It's a plus.
I have
I thought it was gonna be like a
18.
19.
18.
Oh no! The rest of you just look and go, "Oh, he's lying." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
20.
Maybe it's just an inward bias for me. It's like I feel like I trust Buster to not lie.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
21 on
Or
mine.
if he
I
did,
feel like he'd tell
you
me
know
everything.
that there's a
Yeah.
reason why. It's that
Yeah.
innate trust of it. If he didn't tell me, then
Exactly.
there's a reason. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Brad's just over here, a tree like the twig light, but like bigger.
Yes,
Like,
that's
wait
it
a
exactly, of
minute.
course. So I guess like Buster takes a really long pull of this milkshake.
Yeah, it's a good way to kind of describe it.
Just kind of gets it all in, takes a bite of the glass. Notice you guys just
Buster, Buster,
hard
Buster,
looking at me.
Buster.
Yeah. Oh.
You did it again.
It's
It's okay. Just finish it this time. As he turns and looks over at the wall where he has a shelf of 3 nibbled out plates and glasses, where he forgets that you like to do that and gives you a new one every once in a while.
Got Buster plates. That's adorable.
New merch idea?
I forgot about the shrine, of course. Well, yeah. After apologizing a few times to Chef and acknowledging the shrine, I turn to the group of individuals in front of me, and I oh, they know. Oh, dudes. All right. Pulls his cowboy hat back on. Right. Well. The things around the farm, dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, seems that more than a few of them have gotten close to the oh no, I've heard the last name. The Sandstone Farm. I reckon. Well, if Mr. Sandstone was in town, that means they're staying with their uncle's cousin's niece, I believe. So they should be okay. But tomorrow morning we should get out there. And Mr. Athanasius, I apologize. To the brothers, if it is this dark substance in which you seek, following us will certainly get you some more.
Well, at the very least, it sounds like you all could use some backup. Me and my brother could provide that.
As you all are having this, through the window, a bird flies through and lands in front of you, Tempest, and unfolds into a letter.
He's got a howler.
Okay.
And as you flip it, it's not addressed, nothing's done. But as you flip it over, the seal on the back is a Q. And that is where we will end this evening, as the group has discovered a few things going on with secrets and mysteries. But tune in next week as we find out what they will be doing next. And until next time, I hope all your games are as filled with as much shenanigans as ours are. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, do the Patreon thing, see our other shows. Plausible Deniability's on tomorrow. No,
Next
not
week.
tomorrow.
No, it's
Not
not.
tomorrow.
week.
Next week.
Next week.
It will normally be on tomorrow, but they're taking an off week.
Which is
Have a good
fair.
night, everybody.
New Secrets of Monster Island on Monday.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook.